The YouTube operator, never deployed, never been in a fight, has watched roughly 4,000 hours of Tier 1 operator footage on YouTube and taken notes, real notes, in a dedicated notebook with a tactical pen. He doesn't come to the range to shoot, he comes to train. There's a difference. He'll walk you through it for 45 minutes if you make the mistake of eye contact. Range bag contents, 3 guns, 2 tourniquets, a shot timer, a backup shot timer in case the first one dies, and a protein bar he will never eat because real operators don't eat during training windows. He sets up at the bay and goes straight into drills. Not shooting drills, draw from holster, reholster, draw, reholster. 50 reps. Not a single round fired. The guy next to him, retired postal worker, named Gary, watches in silence for a while, then quietly asks the RSO if everything is all right. It is not all right, Gary, when he finally shoots. Every magazine change is a speed reload, and every miss is a data point. He never misses. He collects data. After the session, he posts a 12-minute video. My dry fire protocol is more effective than your live fire. Here's why. 41 views. 37 of them are him rewatching to check his draw speed. His shooting hasn't improved in 2 years. His understanding of shooting improvement theory, though, absolutely elite. The online research guy? He's been about to buy a gun for 3 years. Not buying, about to buy, there is a difference, and it is slowly consuming him. He knows everything about every firearm made in the last 40 years. Tolerances, metallurgy, barrel twist rates, the exact MIM content in the trigger components of a mid-tier polymer pistol from 2018. He knows all of it, he just can't pull the trigger on an actual purchase. Every time he gets close, he finds one forum post, one guy, username Tactical Truth 1776, who had a bad experience. That's it. Research resets to 03 spreadsheets so far. The last one has 19 columns and a color-coded scoring system. The Glock lost points for brand fatigue. The SIG lost points because Tactical Truth 1776. The CZ lost points due to supply chain uncertainty, his words in the spreadsheet with a footnote. He goes to a gun store once, handles 4 pistols, asks 17 questions, takes 40 minutes, then says, I want to think about it a little more. The employee Marcus, 9 years behind that counter, watches him walk out and feels something he can't name, but has felt 11 times before. The gun stays unbought. The spreadsheet gets a new tab. The tab is called Final Decision, version 4. Version 5 is already open in another window. The compensator. This man doesn't own guns for self-defense. Not for sport. He owns guns because guns are, and stay with me here, an extension of his personality. The problem is his personality peaked in 2009. He carries a full-size 1911 in 45 ACP because real men don't shoot 9s. He's said that sentence 600 times. He'll say it 600 more. Nobody has ever pushed him to explain what real men means in this context, and he is deeply, quietly grateful for that.
In the chamber.
At the range, he takes the biggest bay, sets his target at 7 yards and shoots as fast as his hands will allow. Accuracy isn't the goal. Volume is the goal. Loud, fast, brass everywhere. That's a good day.
6 shells go through that gun. Don't need them.
The woman in the next bay, 70 years old, shooting a .22 revolver, is grouping tighter than him, consistently. He does not look. He cannot look. He goes home, posts a blurry photo on Instagram. Caption, the classics never die. Blurry because he took it himself, and his hands are still shaking from the recoil. His wife Linda has asked him 3 times not to post the guns on social media because her coworkers start asking questions. She's going to ask a 4th time. She already knows how it ends. $700 in range fees this year, 0 in therapy. The ratio is moving in the wrong direction. The militia cosplayer.
Smart ass on our hands.
He is prepared for what exactly is a fluid concept, but the preparation itself is non-negotiable. His kit runs $3,400. The plate carrier has real plates, actual plates, not foam, which means he weighs about as much as a small refrigerator and moves with similar agility. He packed his range bag with the kind of care most people save for actual military operations. There's a laminated card in the front pocket. his range day standard operating procedure for a Tuesday afternoon at a public indoor range next to a Chili's. He shoots exclusively at maximum distance because real threats don't stand at 7 yards. His real threats, it turns out, stand at 50 yards, inside an indoor range with a 25-yard maximum lane length. He is not deterred. A range officer walks over at some point to check on him. He later describes this online as a flawless, low-ready transition and threat assessment. What happened was he spun around too fast, clipped the divider, and his earmuffs hit the floor. After the session, he goes to the parking lot and spends 45 minutes talking grid-down scenarios with another guy in camo. They do this every single week. No grid has gone down. The Chili's next door is fully operational and running a 2-for-1 margarita special. He drives home in a truck with a thin blue line sticker, a Punisher skull, and a We the People sticker in a font that is genuinely unreadable at highway speeds. His wife texted 3 times during the range session. He answers none of them. He's in mission debrief mode, which means he's listening to a podcast about the fall of the Roman Empire. The Deal Hunter. Not once. Not one single time in his life has he paid retail for anything firearm related. This isn't frugality. This is identity. He's up at 6 a.m. on Saturdays to hit the gun show. Before the good deals vanish, the good deals turn out to be a $12 dump pouch made from a material that is neither nylon nor hope, and a surplus holster that fits approximately 0 guns currently in production. He buys both. His gun's safe, picked up at an auction for an absolute steal, doesn't close properly on the left side. He fixed it with a folded piece of cardboard. This doesn't bother him. What bothers him is that his neighbor paid $600 for a streamlight and didn't even try Craigslist first. He found a used optic on Arms List. Listing said lightly used, holds 0. The optic was mounted crooked from the factory, and the previous owner had clearly taken a rubber mallet to it. He paid $65 and considers this the greatest financial victory of the calendar year. At the range, he runs $8 steel case surplus ammo, bought by the 1,000-round case, in packaging so old the font doesn't exist anymore. His rifle jams on round 4, round 7, round 9. The ammo's fault each time. The rifle is fine. He is fine. The deal was good. The deal is always good. He gets home and lists 2 of today's purchases on Arms List at a slight markup because the market moved. The guy who has done the research on stopping power.
6 shells go through that gun. Don't need them.
He appears without warning, without context, like a ghost who read every issue of Guns and Ammo from 1987 to present and kept only the controversial parts. He leans in slightly too close and asks, "What are you shooting?" You say 9mm, he nods, slowly, too slowly. You know the FBI switched back to 9 for a reason. You did not ask. He walks you through the 1986 Miami shootout in complete detail, which, fine, it's history, then pivots without a seam into his personal theory on why 357 SIG is the sleeping giant of the defensive caliber world and will be back in the conversation within 5 years. He's been saying this for 9 years. You try to get back to shooting, he stays. He starts breaking down the difference between Federal HST and Spear Gold Dot at a level of granularity that makes you feel like a witness in a wrongful death deposition. He has opinions about lot numbers, specific lot numbers. He bought 40 rounds of one particular lot in 2019 and chronographed every single one. You ask him gently why he doesn't just shoot. He looks at the target, looks at you, says, "I'm past the live fire phase of my development." Then he stands there and watches you shoot for 20 minutes without another word. Then he leaves, you never get his name. He knows everything about your ammunition. Somehow that's the worst part. 6 types. 6 flavors of the same beautiful, broke, over-equipped disaster. And if you watched this whole thing and didn't recognize yourself in a single one, you're the research guy. You're always the research guy. Drop in the comments which one is your range buddy or your own tragic tactical self. And if you're the stopping power guy, please just shoot the target. That's all anyone's asking. The channel keeps growing, and I appreciate every one of you who shows up, especially the guy who explained to me last week in 17 paragraphs why 40 CW is misunderstood. Brother, it's not misunderstood, it's just annoying to shoot. Never change. And hey, watching the whole thing and not subscribing, that's a very research guy move. 3 years of almost subscribing? Don't be that guy. Hit the button right now. I'll see you in the next one.